Hello, bearded bee people. Welcome back to B&K Today is Friday, May 1st, and I am getting ready to do exactly what I was doing last time I was out here, and that is some kind of more cleaning inspections, cleaning off the burr comb and bottom boards if it needs it, but also tagging all of the hives up so that I know where they're at in future visits to this yard, and creating another cell builder for the graft after the cell builder that I created 3 days ago. So let's get started. Now you get into the bottom box, do the same to the tops of the frames, just go through that bottom box for the clean. If it looks, and it does, like you can take some from it. Yeah. And that'll be a great on your tag. If it is in fact full of brood the way I expect it to. Which it is. Yeah, that doesn't mean it's not all grown. Alright, so I'm going through this one. It's obviously going to get a great on a tag if it has a brood nest the size that I expect it to be. But I'm seeing syrup on the first frame, so that's a really good sign. But also, the dandelions have started over the last couple of days, so there's dandelions all over the place. So my necessity of bringing food around is greatly diminished at this point. Not eliminated, because just because there's dandelions doesn't mean small straggler colonies can build up on it. They just don't necessarily have the workforce it takes to go out and get it. So it's a lot easier for the small stragglers to be given food to build up. Pack it full, dude. Okay. That's how you keep it.
Yeah, I know. I checked it. You should tell. There we go.
Alright, 18 young larvae. Ooh, a big old queen. Big booty, big old freak. I don't listen to music like that for you viewers. It's my little brother that taught me that line. That's Megan the Stallion, big booty, big old freak, and that is the Megan the Stallion bee right there. Little spotty. I said a little spotty, but I thought, it's probably because of the inconsistent weather, and this is much less spotty. And I think I see an even better one on the next frame. That's a June frame. Capped. Okay, so once again, on these singles, I'm not going to bust up the crudeness. So, you know, if it was 3 weeks from now, I would, to encourage them to build it up. But for now, I'm just going to keep it the way it was and give that extra frame off to the side, in between the brood nest and the food. For you though, Katie, you can add the frame right where you took the frame from, you know? Meaning you can put the empty frame in the middle of the brood area. That's not a problem with that. Telling me like what you're doing.
Not a ton of it, so I'm wondering if she's in the top box.
Yeah, she probably is.
Because there are top boxes a lot heavier.
Yeah. Oh, the vast majority of the stuff that's going on is going on in the top box and the doubles right now. Okay. Just make sure she's not in the bottom, and then when you put that top on, you'll know she's in the top. Or you'll have a good inclination. You'll find her.
No, right there. Yep. Right here. I don't know what you guys can see.
No. You're taking one and shaking one. That's Go for it. Yeah, and then grab a frame from the back of the truck, and then shake one as well. Alright, so let's go to this one together. Looks pretty good from the outside. It's heavy, so that is a good sign as well. Let's see that they are what I expect them to be, which is full of brood and able for me to take a box. So there's an empty frame on the outside. Not a surprise, that's a common story at this time of year. There is some nectar slash sugar syrup. Some of it is likely at this point nectar because of those dandelions. Most of it's probably syrup. Bee bread, nectar. Bee bread and nectar. This is a heavy frame. Great for that spring buildup. Now we're getting into brood. There's a little patch of capped brood on my left, some emerged on my right. A little patch of brood, eggs and young larvae in the empty looking cells. So that'll be a beautiful brood frame here in a little while. They had stopped brood production while it got cold for about 2 weeks. So we have some capped brood and very young stuff. This is a very heavy frame. Lots of larvae on that side. I am looking for the queenie because I'd love to take a frame from here. I found her. She is right there. I'm going to set her to the side and take what I want. A little bit of capped brood, a little bit spotty, but it is spotty with nectar and stuff in the empty looking cells. And that's not the best brood frame I've ever seen in my life. This one's much nicer on this side. It's pretty decent on this side. A lot of young stuff though. Really like a more universally older brood frame. Yes, this has capped brood and bee bread. I think this is going to probably be my selection. I'll give it a last couple of look before making that decision. And we're just into food now. So this colony, although looking great and has a lot of brood, doesn't have a tremendous amount of capped brood. So I'm going to end up taking this frame. I'm going to take it because the empty cells are liquid filled and bee bread filled, which will assist in, ow, my back, assist in making good queen cells. Okay, so we got a little bit of bee bread, a little bit of nectar, nothing on that side. Oh, I did not mean to do that.
Okay, so there's nothing down here.
Okay.
So take off the bottom box.
Sure, if they want only a box, then take the bottom box away, yeah.
Okay.
And don't take anything from them if it's spotty and they weren't in the bottom. Just write okay or poor. We'll move on to the next one. Okay, nice little patch of brood there. Nice little patch of brood there. We'll keep shoving the hive tool too hard through these frames, making these beautiful. Another nice little patch of brood. A little spottier there, but it's mostly filled with nectar and bee bread in the empty cells. I don't see the queen. Another little patch of brood with some bee bread and a little bit of nectar. Mostly younger brood. No queen. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to take anything from here anyway. So I'm just going to lock them, close them back up.
Should I shake, like drop this on the ground, shake them out?
Out of the bottom, yeah. Don't drop it on the ground. Just shake it over the top of the box.
Ladies want some help cleaning off the bottom?
All right, so now we're back at the breeder yard, is what I'm calling it now, because the other day I dropped off the one cell builder, and now it has another one sitting right next to it. And I'm calling it the breeder yard because these were breeders from last year from our home yard that we had to move because of the bear. I really was only going to say goodbye out here because the day is largely done, but we've noticed a difference across the board when it comes to our breeders and last year's production colonies that we were just messing with in the other yard. And those differences are, firstly, honey. They have so much more food than all of the rest of our production colonies. So these are the Mary Ellens. Now, I'd love to have all of the stock Mary Ellens, but it didn't work out that way last year. We'll try to requeen everything this year if it ends up working out like that. But so yeah, these are our Mary Ellens, and the differences, like I had said, are the production colonies need feed. These colonies could go through another winter right now. I mean, this box right here has this heavy frame with both sides honey. This incredibly heavy frame with both sides honey. And we're seeing them in all of these. But then we get a couple of sheets in. And we're seeing brood. Brood surrounded by honey. The production colonies are brood, more brood, less food. So these ones started off a little bit slower, more aware of the intricacies of a Michigan winter and spring. And these ones have far more food. So once again, I could have not messed with these bees for another month and they would have been fine. We'll keep going just to see the rest of what's going on. Another busy brood frame, both sides. Another busy brood frame, both sides. And it looks like more like that going throughout. And then the other difference that we're noticing that Katie and I both mentioned is the gentle aspect. Out here, these bees just don't care at all what we're doing. And I believe and hope that that's the product of years of selective breeding. Selecting from my favorite colonies. Colonies that come through winter with surplus food. Colonies that let me work them in whatever way that I want to. Colonies that know the intricacies of a Michigan spring and don't get built up crazy fast so that they end up getting stunted or destroyed by a span of cold weather. So all these things, selecting for these over the course of the last bunch of years has led us to colonies like this that are heavy as heck, super gentle. Katie's got another heavy frame and a nice looking hive over there. So yeah, this is the product of selective breeding, and I'm happy about that. It takes a while to start to see what you're working toward, but when you do start to see it and you've got yards that are distinguished from other genetic lines, then it's really neat to see a stark contrast in the behavior and the makeup of the colonies. So I am going to end this video now. We have 2 breeders over there. I'll be doing more bee stuff tomorrow and hopefully create more bees or more videos then. But yeah, so I'm just going to go through the rest. Katie and I are going to go through the rest of these colonies here and call it good. And like I said, we'll be doing more bee stuff tomorrow, and I'll be grafting in a few days, and there'll be tons more videos on the way. So thank you very much for watching. Get out there and have some fun with your bees. See ya.